I don't know who needs to hear this, but I know someone does. You need to stop living life like an extra. Right now, you're living your life like a background character. You know, if you've watched any movie or TV show recently, if you pay attention to the extras, you kind of understand that they're basically living without meaning, in the sense of their actions aren't even real. Sometimes they're just pretending to do something and they're actually not just doing anything. They're just there to kind of fill the space, fill the screen, but they don't impose themselves. They don't have a story. In other words, they're just passive and they're just there. And you might not have realized, but you've been living your life in that way as well, because you're in a position where you don't really have an idea of what you want to do with your life, which is fine, by the way. It's fine to not understand what you want to do just yet, but I feel like you should be trying to understand yourself better, understand what would make you happy, and basically just discover more about yourself. A lot of the time, that's what it is when we don't know what to do, is because we don't know enough about ourselves. We don't even know what we like. We don't know what makes us angry, what makes us bored. So how would we know what we want to do? And by the way, that's not the end of the world. That actually means you've got a blank canvas that you can do whatever you want with. You can go out there and just explore yourself, find out what you like, what you don't like. But if you're not taking any of those steps, then you're just kind of filling in the numbers. You're not really building a story for yourself. Because in a way, our lives are stories. They are journeys. You know, we might want to achieve something, and it's never going to be just one linear path towards that thing. It will be a story. It will be full of conflicts. It will be full of failures, setbacks, and there's also going to be minor wins in there, and then major wins as well. That's what makes up a good story. You can't have a good story that's just one uphill linear trajectory. It just wouldn't be a great story. And some of us do know what we want to do. Some of us have an idea of it. Some of us know what makes us happy, but it's just too much of a hassle to do anything about it. It's too uncomfortable. It's too much work. It requires too much stepping on other people's toes. So we kind of brush it aside. We know that we want to do it, but we think we have all this time in the world, so we're just going to do it later on. And what happens is we end up in these routines of actually living a life that we didn't design, living a life that we didn't choose, but we have to live because we have no other choice. You know, that's how you end up kind of just waking up, going to work, having this routine of just, wake up, go to work. I don't really like what I do for work, but I just do it because I need to pay bills, and then I have nothing else that I'm working towards to kind of change that about myself and change the way that I'm living into something that I actually enjoy, something that I actually want. And to be honest, I don't know why sometimes we do that, get stuck in these routines. I don't know why people don't end up working towards their dreams, end up trying to change their lives actively by doing something towards it. I do know that a lot of it comes down to being scared of change, being scared to put in the work. And also, I guess there will be the fear of embarrassment as well. There will be the fear of trying, other people judging you for trying, and then maybe you actually failing at it, which obviously it's very much a possibility. You can put in the work and then end up not getting the results. That's something that happens all the time. So I would understand why someone would have that fear. But I also think the fear of being stuck in our current circumstances forever should outweigh that fear of embarrassment, should outweigh that fear of being uncomfortable. Because a lot of the time, we do say that working towards your dreams, working towards your achievements is uncomfortable. Yes, it is uncomfortable, but we also forget how uncomfortable it is to live a life that you didn't choose. We forget how difficult it is to have to stick to those routines that you didn't choose just so that you can survive. And I think sometimes we get to this place where even though we hate that routine, it's what we're used to. So we kind of still stick by it. We don't try to change it because we've been doing it for so long and it's what feels easy. But the problem is we're actually very much suffering inside. Our soul is literally crying out for change, but we don't notice it because maybe we haven't had a better life, so we don't understand that the one that we're living needs to change drastically. You don't have to be an extra in your own life, and you shouldn't be. I think you should be the main character of your own life. You should have your story. You should be building your story and making it as interesting as possible. And it's time to just stop waiting around. It's time to actually start doing something from now, from today. Start building that story. Go and do something interesting. Go and do something that you enjoy, something that you can tell stories about. Go and fail at something and then try again, and then fail again, and then try again, and then maybe get a small win. Go and do something interesting. And I say this because that's the exact mindset that I'm adopting. I've kind of changed the way that I see things, and I see my life as a story that I'm building at the moment. And that helps me to overcome the setbacks. That helps me to accept the setbacks and understand that it's necessary for a good story. It's necessary for a good life. Growing has to be painful. It's the only way that we're going to grow.